Discard these 10 mental habits to elevate your self-esteem. Embracing Stoic principles becomes essential for those embracing the Sigma male mindset. In a world where conventional thinking often prevails, Sigma males distinguish themselves by their independent thought and resilience. By shedding these detrimental mental habits, Sigma males can reinforce their inner strength and enhance their self-assurance. Stoic principles provide a guiding light, encouraging them to prioritize emotional resilience, self-discipline, and a steadfast focus on personal growth. This transformation empowers Sigma males to navigate life's challenges with a stoic calmness, fostering a robust sense of self-worth that transcends external validation. Through deliberate introspection and a commitment to eliminating these habits, Sigma males can forge a path to greater self-esteem and assertiveness, embodying the Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, and inner peace. Number 1. Stoicism, deeply rooted in the philosophy of controlling only what lies within our grasp, challenges us to shift our perspectives drastically. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but rather the interpretations we attach to them. When we assume to know the thoughts of those around us, we not only overstep our bounds but also undermine our mental peace. Epictetus argues that these assumptions are external things beyond our control, and therefore relying on them for emotional stability is futile. He advises a turn inward, prompting us to question why we give such power to presumed thoughts of others and how we can shift our focus from external validation to internal peace. This shift isn't merely about dismissing others' opinions, it's about constructing a fortress around our self-esteem, anchored by our own self-approval. By ceasing our attempts to read minds, we engage with the world authentically, reacting not from insecurity but from a place of strength and assurance. Stoicism doesn't just manage our reactions, it empowers us to lead lives marked by emotional independence and rational responses. The next time we catch ourselves falling into the trap of mind reading, remember that Stoic wisdom offers a way out, an approach that teaches us to relinquish the need to control the uncontrollable and to find contentment in our thoughts and actions. Number 2, avoiding uncomfortable situations or challenges is a common defense mechanism that seems protective but ultimately stunts growth and learning. Stoic philosophy, however, advocates for facing life's difficulties head-on rather than sidestepping them. According to Stoics, every challenge presents an opportunity to practice virtues such as courage, temperance, and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously viewed obstacles not as barriers but as integral parts of the path to personal development. He encouraged seeing impediments not as hindrances but as opportunities to engage fully with life and to refine one's character. Stoicism teaches us to dissect our fears and analyze them rationally. Why do we want to avoid certain situations? Is our fear based on real threats or exaggerated perceptions? By confronting these questions, we learn to manage our fears effectively and to align our actions with our values and long-term goals. Moreover, Stoicism views avoidance as unnatural, deviating from our innate ability as humans to confront and solve problems. Embracing this philosophy not only fosters personal growth, but also ensures a life lived with fewer regrets and greater authenticity. By facing what we fear or wish to avoid, we not only adhere to Stoic principles but also forge a path of deeper personal satisfaction and effectiveness in all aspects of life. Number 3, the Stoic perspective on personal growth emphasizes striving for excellence over succumbing to the trap of perfectionism. Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, taught that focusing on our intentions and actions, which are within our control, rather than fixating on external outcomes, is essential. Epictetus argued that while external results are often influenced by factors beyond our control, our efforts and attitudes remain within our sphere of influence. This fundamental Stoic principle encourages us to redefine success not as achieving flawless outcomes, but as pursuing purposeful and virtuous efforts. Stoicism invites us to embrace imperfections not as failures but as natural aspects of being human. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations frequently emphasized the importance of accepting what cannot be changed while striving to improve what can be. This mindset shifts our focus from dwelling on inadequacies to celebrating progress and learning from setbacks. By applying Stoic wisdom, we liberate ourselves from the burden of perfectionism and adopt a mindset of continuous improvement. This approach doesn't lower our standards, but instead measures success in terms of growth and ethical action. It encourages us to acknowledge and learn from our mistakes without letting them define our self-worth. By discarding the weight of perfectionism and embracing Stoic practices of thoughtful improvement and resilience, we not only alleviate unnecessary stress, but also cultivate a more fulfilling, productive, and balanced way of living. Number 4, personalizing external events, especially negative ones, directly to ourselves is a significant mental habit that can distort our self-perception. This habit involves attributing external occurrences, such as a friend's bad mood or a missed promotion, solely to our actions or abilities. Stoicism, with its emphasis on logic and reason, provides a clear antidote to this tendency. Stoic philosophy teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. According to Epictetus, the only things we truly control are our thoughts, perceptions, and actions. Everything else, such as the actions and thoughts of others, as well as external events, lies outside our sphere of influence. When we personalize external events, we mistakenly assume control over the uncontrollable, setting ourselves up for unnecessary suffering and distorted self-worth. Embracing Stoic principles allows us to cultivate a more rational approach to interpreting the world around us. Rather than immediately assuming responsibility for the actions of others or the outcomes of situations, we are encouraged to ask ourselves, is this really about me? What part of this situation can I actually control? This Stoic practice not only reduces the habit of personalizing, but also enhances our emotional resilience. By seeing events objectively and responding with greater calmness and effectiveness, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary emotional burdens and engage with life more authentically. Number 5, the habit of assigning ourselves negative labels based on our actions or mistakes can severely distort our self-perception and hinder personal growth. This habit, where individuals might internalize failures as defining characteristics, "I am a failure," or "I am worthless," is pervasive and damaging. Stoicism offers a clear-cut and rational approach to overcoming these harmful self-imposed labels. Stoic philosophy, as advocated by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, emphasizes seeing ourselves as works in progress rather than being defined by isolated incidents or failures. Stoicism encourages us to challenge the validity of these self-imposed labels by examining their origins and truthfulness. It prompts us to ask ourselves whether these labels are based on factual evidence or merely temporary emotions influencing our perceptions. Applying Stoic wisdom, we learn to detach from detrimental labels and instead focus on our actions, choices, and capacity for growth. Stoicism teaches us that while we may make mistakes, our worth is not defined by these moments but by our resilience and ability to learn from them. This Stoic practice fosters resilience by enabling us to bounce back from setbacks without succumbing to negative self-labeling. Moreover, Stoicism advocates for using self-talk that reinforces our identity with positive, growth-oriented language. This shift in self-description is not about denying faults, but about framing our identity around our capacity to improve and our inherent worth as rational beings. By moving away from harmful self-labeling, Stoicism helps us cultivate greater self-compassion, mental freedom, and a more realistic self-perception. This approach not only enhances our self-esteem but also enriches our relationships, as we interact with others and ourselves from a place of understanding and acceptance. Number 6, comparing ourselves incessantly to others is a destructive mental habit that can diminish our self-esteem and derail our personal growth. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue and personal progress, offers a compelling counterpoint to this damaging mindset. In Stoic philosophy, The focus is always on self-improvement and personal integrity rather than seeking external validation or comparison. Marcus Aurelius stressed the importance of focusing on one's own actions and maintaining personal integrity rather than comparing oneself to others. He believed that true contentment comes from fulfilling our own potential rather than surpassing others. Stoicism encourages us to redirect our focus from comparison to personal development. By ceasing to look sideways and instead looking inward, we engage more deeply with our personal journey and goals. Stoicism challenges us to celebrate our own achievements and learn from our failures, recognizing that each person faces unique struggles and victories often invisible to others. By embracing this philosophy, we cultivate empathy rather than envy, support rather than competition. This shift not only improves our relationships with others, but also enhances our relationship with ourselves. By focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we liberate ourselves from the endless cycle of comparison. This freedom allows us to pursue our goals with clarity and peace, directing our energies toward enriching our lives rather than diminishing them in comparison to others. Stoicism teaches us that our true worth lies not in how we measure up against others, but in how we align with our values and strive towards our personal best. Number 7, cognitive distortions like magnification, making things larger than they are, or minimization, downplaying achievements, can distort our self-perception and emotional well-being, creating unnecessary turmoil. Stoicism provides a remedy by emphasizing clear perspective and reasoned thinking free from excessive emotion. Epictetus taught followers to objectively assess events, distinguishing what's within their control. Stoicism teaches evaluating successes and setbacks objectively, focusing on factual evidence and learning opportunities rather than exaggerated perceptions or self-criticism. For setbacks, Stoicism prompts analysis: what went wrong, what was controllable. For successes, it encourages reflection on skills and efforts, reinforcing positive behaviors. These Stoic practices maintain a balanced view of life's challenges and triumphs, preventing emotional ups and downs. Stoicism builds resilience, enabling us to face life's ups and downs with equanimity, deriving satisfaction without excessive pride or humility. It reshapes our understanding of events, fostering healthier, more rational engagement and emotional freedom. This shift from distortion to clarity cultivates wisdom, ensuring a life lived with insight and resilience. Number 8, seeking external validation, whether through approval, opinions, or praise from others, can destabilize emotions and undermine authenticity. Stoicism offers a robust antidote to this dependency on external validation by emphasizing that true peace and happiness originate internally, independent of external accolades. Epictetus emphasized the importance of detaching from others' opinions and grounding self-worth in rational judgments and internal virtues. Stoicism encourages cultivating an inner citadel, strengthening our minds against external judgments and criticisms through introspection and aligning actions with personal values rather than seeking validation externally. While Stoicism acknowledges the value of constructive feedback for growth, it promotes assessing feedback through the lens of personal virtue and integrity. Adopting Stoic practices helps lead more authentic, self-directed lives, fostering genuine confidence and resilience. This shift reduces vulnerability to external influences and enriches relationships by fostering interactions based on sincerity and self-respect rather than dependency. Stoicism ensures our life's journey is guided by our true selves, not by external expectations. Number 9, the victim mentality, where individuals see themselves as perpetual victims of circumstances beyond their control, fosters feelings of powerlessness and resignation. Stoicism offers a transformative approach to this belief. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that while we can't control external events, we have power over our responses to them. Epictetus argued that external events don't harm us unless we allow them to, shifting our mindset from passivity to active engagement. Stoicism teaches us to view life's challenges as opportunities for personal growth and ethical action. prompting questions like how can I respond constructively and what can I learn? By focusing on virtues such as courage and wisdom, Stoics build resilience, minimizing the allure of victimhood. This philosophy challenges us to see obstacles not as barriers but as integral to personal development. Embracing Stoic practices helps dismantle the victim mentality, fostering autonomy and resilience, enabling us to navigate life's adversities with grace and integrity. Number 10, avoidance. The habit of evading challenges or uncomfortable situations stifles growth and learning. Stoicism offers an alternative by encouraging us to confront difficulties directly. Stoic philosophy teaches that every challenge is an opportunity to practice virtues like courage and resilience. Marcus Aurelius viewed obstacles not as hindrances but as paths to growth. This perspective challenges us to rationalize our fears and manage anxieties effectively. Stoicism asserts that fulfillment comes from living in harmony with nature, including our ability to adapt and overcome challenges. Avoidance, seen as unnatural through the Stoic lens, diverges from our capacity to face problems. Engaging with challenges aligns with Stoic ideals of courage and personal responsibility, fostering personal growth and authenticity. Confronting fears and challenges leads to a proactive life rooted in virtue and resilience, contributing to personal satisfaction and a meaningful existence. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.